How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We just saw something really weird. Some really weird things happening with inflows. We had a record outflow from one of the big ETFs today, and we had some interesting things happen just in general. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video. You can see future videos like this as soon as I make them. There's also a link to Margex underneath the video in case you want to trade cryptocurrency. Get ready for this next big bull run because the next move I think is going to surprise a lot of people. But let's get into some of the news here. So the SEC told spot ETF issuers to get the first round of their draft S1 forms in by Friday, according to the block. Marty Party says breaking the SEC is accelerating the approval process of the Ethereum ETF. They say the S1 Ethereum ETF amendments are due Friday. This is coming from the block. Okay, why is this? Political factors. The election means change in leadership. Liquidity injection factors. Quantitative easing is starting. The crypto pump is coming. Factor and jurisdiction and control are becoming critical. Okay, so not to get too political here, but I mean, money is political, right? We saw Trump, get found guilty of 34 different things. I kind of pay attention to it, but you know that Trump started to accept crypto as payment recently. Apparently today, his website went down because of so many donations coming in after he was found guilty. You know that Biden's going to try to get some of those people back on his side, get some of that money. So yeah, I would not be surprised again to see softening in the direction of crypto, just softening on stance, trying to turn a little bit more crypto dovish, a little bit pro crypto, right? We know quantitative easing is starting. I mean, take a look at this. President Biden is calling on Congress to give middle-class first-time homebuyers a $10,000 tax credit to help lower their monthly mortgage costs. Okay, that would inject a decent amount of liquidity into the system. This is just one of the many things that we've talked about. The Fed is going and buying bonds back. There's all kinds of liquidity that's going to be injected, quantitative easing that's going to be starting here soon. That all helps Bitcoin. All liquidity rises the Bitcoin boat. We also have news specific to Bitcoin. The University of Austin and $6 billion Unchained to raise $5 million in Bitcoin for the university's endowment. The university plans to hodl Bitcoin long term. Interesting. I think if this goes well, I definitely would expect more colleges, more universities to do this. Right? They're just raising money in a different currency. If it can get them to get more donations, just like the president, just like some company that turns pro crypto and starts saving or accepting crypto, more companies are going to do this. More colleges and universities are going to do this. And I think it makes sense, partially because I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but also just from a very analytical perspective. You have a lot of wealthy individuals in crypto and Bitcoin that believe in Bitcoin very strongly, that want to see the further adoption of crypto and Bitcoin. So if they can go raise some money, or if they can go donate some money to a college, get maybe a write-off on their taxes, and they say that they're going to save this Bitcoin for the long term, okay, some people are going to be interested in that. Especially if you went to the University of Austin and you're already going to give back, that might be the extra push you need to maybe give back a little bit more, right? That's going to be really interesting to see. And we've seen other colleges invest in Bitcoin. I don't think there's one group of people or one kind of organization that has not invested in Bitcoin or crypto at this point. Nations, banks, sovereign wealth funds, universities, pensions, companies, individuals, hedge funds, everyone's bought Bitcoin now. Now, let's go a little bit further into who's buying Bitcoin here today. This is the trading volume for today. IBIT had a pretty decent day with 1 billion in volume, FBTC with 413, GBTC with 341, and so on. Okay, we had 12 days of inflows before today. Let's see how it goes here today. So GBTC started the day off pretty strong with $0 Usually a good day if GBTC doesn't have an outflow. Bitwise had a $26 million day. That's a big day for them. But ARKB had a record outflow, $110 million. No idea why. But someone sold a lot of Bitcoin here today. IBIT with a plus $2 million day. So at this point, it wasn't looking like a very strong day. But Fidelity, FBTC, had a big day with $119 million. So they were net $50 million today. A 13th day of green coming from the Bitcoin ETF. So yeah, it was a good day overall. FBTC, massive buying day. We know that these have been super successful. It's just interesting to continue to watch the inversion, right? How long does it take after IBIT passes GBTC before FBTC passes GBTC? I'm guessing it's going to happen faster than some people think. Maybe I haven't even looked at FBTC recently to see how much they hold, but I'm assuming it's probably within the next couple hundred days, right? So we're gonna see FBTC probably be the second most successful ETF ever and blow out every other ETF besides IBIT. Like I showed this chart, what was it, a day ago, maybe this morning, where it took the best performing ETF of all time close to 1,000 days to get 20 billion in holdings. It's taken IBIT 137 days. FBTC will definitely break at this pace. It's definitely going to break that record of 900 something days from the JEPI ETF. And depending on the price of Bitcoin, it could pass it pretty quickly. If we go up to 80,000, 90,000, you wouldn't even need to see really that much in inflows for FBTC. But my thought process is there are going to be a lot of people that actually FOMO into Bitcoin here pretty soon, especially if we move up. Like if we move up, I think a lot of entities are going to try to get their hands on some more Bitcoin. We know sovereign wealth funds, we know institutions are trying to buy. And it's really hard when you're coming in with billions of dollars to get like a significant position. It's really hard to buy a few $1 billion. You have to space it out. We know BlackRock just started buying their own funds. So it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time for these entities to try to get their positions in. And at some point, we might just have too many people trying to buy, too many entities trying to buy, that we just shoot up. Let me know your thoughts, though. Let me know actually down below in the comment section, if you're still here, if you want to make a guess, when do you think we hit all-time highs? Let me know. If you do want to trade, there is a link to Margex underneath the video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.